it's very rare for me to ever be serious. Um, it is more common, I guess, when I am texting, but if it was to be me talking in real life, socializing, I have never, ever really, like, vented to someone in real life, honestly. But today I'm going to be talking about something. I'm going to be explaining um, why I haven't uploaded in that long, what was it, like 4 or 5 months of this year. Uh, we all know it. It was like basically February, March, April, May, June. Those months I did not upload. And usually it's the summertime when I upload the most. Last year I had 7 videos in April. 2020 I had the most uploads in the summer. But this year was different. It was completely just, polar opposites. And the best way to describe it is with one word, and this single word is probably the cause for many, many things like depression, um, fucking balding, probably, just pain and everything. It's the cause for a lot of teens nowadays, why they're so pessimistic. It's stress. Stress is a word that can be used to describe a range of things that makes you intolerable to something you are struggling, basically. And stress for me was this year. It was around February is when it all began. I swear to you, it began in February of this year, which is kind of weird because last year February was when my grandma died, and that's when obviously just a shit ton of stress just poured down on me that year. But this year was different. It wasn't a death of someone. It just kind of happened. Like, everything just kind of happened that month. What I mean is, for one, school got just very, very more work. It was more homework. I remember this time. So that I had a lot of, I had a few missing assignments actually because there was so much, I was so confused on the school's, page where they have the classes. There would sometimes the teachers, it was either I wasn't paying attention or the teachers just rarely talked about having assignments, because I remember talking to my friends how there was these assignments and they also didn't know there was these assignments to do. And like, a lot of us did not know that we had these assignments, so there was some miscommunication. But these assignments, it just kept on piling up and up. We had projects too. My chemistry class, actually, we had no teacher in my chemistry class for like 5 months, 4 months or so. We only had a substitute who basically he didn't teach. He just gave us worksheets, and like, we learned nothing. We learned nothing in that class. An entire thing about chemistry, I did not remember a single thing we ever learned, because our first teacher, he taught us, but yeah, it was like the beginning of the school year. He only lasted for a month. Next thing you know, we get a substitute 5 months, and the last teacher was like this very this flipping teacher. He was like so depressed. Like, I can tell he was stressed, which again I'll bring back to now. But anyways, just all this work piling. It was like child labor, man. So that, of course, caused a bit of stress on me, but not a lot. But then it was also during this time when stuff with my girlfriend and just friend group in general and school life itself, just this time, it started to go downhill a bit, especially with my girlfriend, which I'm not going to get into. She probably still watches my YouTube channel. I hope not. If you do, hi. Poop. Anyways, It was just, everything. And then I broke up, got back together again, broke up again, got back together, and then stayed like that until the summer we broke up. And that was just very stressful. Oh my god. I was like, at that point, man, I didn't even care for a relationship, dude. It was like, I'm not the type of guy, honestly. I could care less. And then, the other thing is, this was probably the biggest reason that kind of made me stress. And then after this, I would talk about during the time of stress. This was my phase when I thought I was going bald. I know I'm only 16. Well, at this time I was 15, and I genuinely thought I was gonna go bald in like 6 months. But what do you know? I still have the same hairline. But why did I think I was going bald? Where at this time I was Norwood. I would say like a Norwood 2, which is basically a mature hairline. And I asked so many people if I was going bald. They all said no. You're just overthinking. And I probably should have listened to them, but no. When I thought I was balding, those few weeks, those are probably one of the most stressful times of my life. Because when you're 15, the last thing you would want to be thinking about is if you're going bald. And my hairline, it stayed the same. It hasn't. I don't even have hairs falling anymore like I did in February. Now, the thing about hair loss is, I did a lot of research. Your hair can respond to having, stress. So stress can make you have hair fall, right? So, February, January, December, November. I remember being kind of stressed in November, and I guess that's what caused a lot of hair fall. But in November, I had a lot of hair fall as well. When I mean hair fall, I mean hair setting. And at this time, in November, 3 months prior, was September, August, July. This time, I did not eat a lot. When you don't eat a lot, you don't gain protein. And protein is what is used to make hair. And I didn't eat a lot during 2021 as a whole, because my grandma died, which honestly, I feel like, I look back at some photos, I had the same hairline as I did in December of 2021 and February 2022. And I just noticed it in February 2022, which is so odd to me. Like, I think, I don't know how I never noticed it until February 22, but I think it's because one day I just woke up, I look at my polo, and then I see a lot of hairs, which I never cleaned my polo, so for one, it was just stupid. But I was like, oh my god, why is there so many hairs? And that all caused it. But, like I said, in 2021, and what do you know, in the summer, the reason why my hairline changed from a baby hairline to a mature hairline so fast and I had a lot of hair setting during that time, was because, one, my grandma died, stress, and two, was because I barely ate due to having so much stress, right? And when you barely eat, like I said, you don't gain enough, all those proteins you need to make your hair and all that sorts of stuff. Anyways, those three things: school, hair, and social life. Those three things made me paralyzed, physically paralyzed to have willpower to do anything besides school. What I mean by this is, I tried editing a video. It was called Metroid Dread. This video was supposed to be my best video, which it was. The first 3 minutes were already better than my prior videos, even better than Mario Galaxy, I would say. And I stopped at 3 minutes in the Metroid Dread video after 2 weeks of inconsistent editing. Sorry, but inconsistent editing. I stopped after those 2 to 3 weeks, and I never laid my mouse on that video again. And when I stopped editing that video, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna edit this tomorrow. Which after and tomorrow I said, you know what, I'll edit this the next day. And the next day came, I didn't edit, I said I would do it the next day. Next day came, I didn't edit, I said I would do it the next day. And the process repeated itself. And then during this time, I just became so unwilling to just do anything, unmotivated to undedicated. I would just be, I'm gonna be honest, during this time, I was literally, I wasn't even that active on Discord, except for May. I was pretty active in May, which May was a great time, honestly. It was very funny, but I think May was when I started to slowly get myself back together. But February, March, April, I spent most of my days on the couch, laying down, taking naps, which really, out of the 24 hours a day, I had literally just, I would say upwards of 12 hours, 13, 14 hours of sleeping, the rest of school, and like the 2 hours of stay at home. It was pretty, I was basically rotting away during that time, you know, just sitting on my couch. Not sitting, just like I said, laying on it, just being so, like, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be one of those kids who are like, oh, I was depressed. But I genuinely felt like I was kind of depressed. Because when you're depressed, you're unmotivated. You're always upset, which was me. You lose your appetite, or you gain an appetite, which was also me. Just all those sorts of things. I looked at it now, and of course you're stressed. Obviously, that's the biggest thing about depression. That's what makes depressing, right? But that's the reason why I haven't uploaded those months. And the reason why I even made this video is to just tell you guys why. Because I never really told anyone why. You know I'm back. I kind of explained it, but not fully in depth. I never explained, not much. But this is also a video to tell others what stress can do to you. And like, I never even talked to any of my friends, family, or anyone really about this, about how it was, of how I was feeling, what was going on, and I just tried making up stuff. Like I had so many excuses on like Instagram, my Instagram stories. I would just say stuff like, oh, I'm just not feeling well, which is true, but I never really explained anything. It was so vague. So I just really want to tell you guys why, because you guys are a part of my life, I know I might never ever meet you all, but the thing about y'all is that you guys know me, you guys watch my videos, and you guys like it, and I like that. I appreciate that. I appreciate how I have 5,000 subs. I know it's not a lot of people. I know there's people like, PewDiePie over here with like 100 million subscribers, but to me that's a lot. 5,000, that's more people at my school. So like, I can just imagine my entire school is subscribed to me, just thinking about that is like, wow, it's just very wow to me. But yeah, stress, if you're stressed, the best way to get out of it is to just take it slow. There isn't really a way to get out of stress unless you get up and do something, because getting up and do something was actually the way I kind of battled it out. Like I said, you ran a motivation strike. Now I'm back making videos again. So, just, I know it sounds stupid. I know it's like saying, if you're homeless, just buy a house, bro. But if you do get up, then stress will come down.